Mifongandia. Merci. En tout cas, c'est la seule chose que je puisse dire pour le moment. Pour le moment, retenez bien. Aujourd'hui, je vais vous parler de quelque chose qui me passionne extrêmement parce que je demeure convaincue que c'est le point focal pour le développement de notre Afrique. Je vais vous parler de cette chose qui me passionne et qui est la citoyenneté active ou les citoyens actifs. C'est la même chose. I will tell you a story. My mom is a nurse. And I'm really proud of having a mom which is a nurse. She was there when I was pregnant. She just helped me. I have a lot of respect for nurses because they do a lot. And sometimes they are not recognized by the society. You agree with me, right? And I also have a friend, a great friend of mine. She's also a nurse. And she works in close relationship with blood donation. And she discovered some years ago that in my country, Cameroon, we have a funny system. I will explain you the system. You understand why I'm saying a funny system. I will take an example. If I need 2 pockets of blood because maybe I had an accident, you know what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to call 2 friends or 2 persons from my family to come and replace the blood that I'm going to pay. That's why I call it a funny system. Because the thing is that sometimes you can be unconscious. You can't call anybody, for example, then you are going to die. Yes, in my country, in my beautiful country, people die because of lack of blood. And my friend was so shocked. And we were, because it's really amazing. And then she came out with an idea. We should advocate about blood donation on a voluntary basis. And then we created SOS Don de Sang. I will tell you another beautiful story because I have a lot of engaged friends. We discovered some years ago, and I hope I will not shock anybody, that women, we are the power of Africa. And then we just think that we need to empower women because they have the skills, they have the leadership skills to bring Africa where we want Africa to be. No, let me change it. Where Africa is supposed to be, at the top. Exactly. We are supposed to be at the top. And women is the main tool to go up there. And then we come out with an idea. We should create Women for Africa, WEFA. We should advocate about leadership, especially women leadership. I can spend the day telling you story about amazing people, especially JCI members, working for their community. Here in Benin, in Mali, in Burkina Faso. But you may ask yourself, where am I going to? Let me tell you where I'm going. I just want to picture to you something. Ordinary people become extraordinary people. The question is how? That's all about active citizenship. Active citizenship is about challenging the statu quo because the statu quo is not good. The statu quo is not good. Active citizenship is about analyzing the needs of your community and then work to create, not solution, long-term solution, because that's the key. Long-term solution, not solutions. And then try to make those long-term solutions to have positive and sustainable impact. Because a solution is not worthy if the solution is not sustainable. The solution should be sustainable. And the solution should be a long-term solution, That's the whole idea. You get my point? Then the funny question or the question that you may want to ask, who then can become an active citizen? Sometimes we use maybe to think that you have to be educated, maybe a PhD student. You need maybe to be rich. You need to be somebody from the Western country. No, absolutely no. Active citizenship is all about you. Are you willing to challenge the status quo? Are you willing to leave a legacy in this word? Capture that word. Legacy. I'll tell you something. I'm a mom. My daughter is called Heaven. And I love her so much. And my dream is for my daughter to live in a wealthy world. And I would make everything for my daughter not to go through the challenges that I've experienced. You know why? Because back, other people fought for us to be at a certain level. Then that's the only thing that you need to have in you. You should want to leave a legacy. You may not be a parent, and I understand, but I'm sure of one thing. You have nephew, you have cousin, you have people around you. You live in a community. You are born in a community. Then you should give back something to the community. That's the whole idea of active citizenship. But sometimes you may be worried. Active citizenship goes with voluntary. You may ask yourself, how am I going to be paid? Yes, the world is about money. But today, let me tell you something really important. You can't be paid as an active citizen. It's impossible. Nobody can pay you. Because the person will finish his whole money trying to pay you for service for humanity. It's not possible. You can't be paid. But there's a reward. The reward is the legacy. Think about it. Legacy. Think about where you want your children, your grandchildren. Think about the world you want to build. And you may ask yourself, if a little action is going to bring Africa at the top, then the answer is yes. I know, it's yes. Because in this room, I can see a lot of active citizens. Then just imagine me, I'm working on a particular issue. Because out there, we have a lot of issues that we can take as opportunities. If I'm working on a particular challenges, if you are working, yes, you, if you are working on a particular challenges, then if she's working on a particular challenges, just imagine all of us in Africa working on a particular challenges, then we'll make it. Yes, we will make it. Then, the question now is, how am I going to process? Then we have what we call in JCI, the Active Citizen Framework. Is where your journey as an active citizen starts. It's about some few points. First, analyze the needs of your community. Yes, out there, we have a lot of opportunities. A lot of them. A lot of them. It can be about education. It can be about waste. It can be about violence against women. We have a lot of opportunity. When you analyze the need of your community, take one just to start. Then brainstorm with friends. Your friend can be your classmates, people from the same church, your colleague, but brainstorm about a solution, a long-term solution. The solution should last. That's why I'm talking about long-term solution. Brainstorming is the second step of your journey. Then partner. You should look for partnership, like-minded partner. That's the main tool of active citizenship. Partner can be people from the public sector, from the government, from the private sector. It can be other NGO. But you have to partner with like-minded people willing to implement the solution to save the need of your community. When you partner, then you may ask yourself, what next? Yes, the next step is amazing. Take action. Because you're already halfway. You don't stop there. You take action. Taking action is implementing the solution. You understand? It's implementing the solution with your partners. Taking action is really important because you can do all the other stuff and maybe you are afraid. Don't be. It's service to humanity. Then you should be proud of it. Even if people around you tell you that it's a small step, just do your part. Because if all of us are doing our part, I already tell you what will happen. Then, when you take action by implementing the solution, there's something really important that sometimes we forget. Because sometimes we take action, we implement the solution, and then we go. No. You should monitor and evaluate your solution. It's really, really, really important. Because, after some years, your solution may need some adjustment. That's why evaluation is really, really important when you implement a long-term solution. And then the last thing is one of my favorite things. You should share the impact. Yes. You should share the impact. Sharing the impact is to show the world what you have been able to accomplish. You understand? Because people out there need to see that there are some people who can work with no support. They can have an idea, implement the ideas, evaluate the idea with no support. The ideas is about brainstorming. You can start without any support from the government, and people out there, we need it. We need to know that we can do something for Africa. We need to understand that not only government, not only foreign country will work for us. It's our duty. Nobody will come and develop Africa. Nobody. It's our duty. Then today I'm going to do something really important. I'm going to challenge each of you. You understand what it means to challenge each of you? I'm going to ask you to dare to try, because that's where it starts. Just take inside you that strength. Just go out there. We have a lot of opportunities to build a legacy for our children. We have a lot of opportunities to put Africa somewhere, because it's our duty. This generation, it's our duty to work for the development of our continent. Nobody will work for us. Then go out there, analyze the needs of your community, and then dare to act. Dare to do something for your community. Do it for yourself. Do it for people that will come after you. Then I will end by saying that if you want to stay in the status quo, then fine. Us, and I'm sure a lot of people, who want to move and become active citizens.